So how is that true love? Well, true love is this. And this is the real test of true love. It has nothing to do with loving or being loved. It has to do with how much compassion and understanding you have when you have hate in you, or greed in you, or guilt in you, or shame in you. Are you willing to forgive it? Are you willing to see it for what it is? Because of duality, you see? We remember what we said in the beginning. You know, nature cannot take place, the world cannot appear unless it has opposites. And it is through those opposites that we get back to oneness, just like the Course says. That which is all-encompassing has no opposite, but yet it contains both opposites. So this is the crux of the matter. For example, let's say, I have had many people as clients, they say, I hate myself. You know, it's a horrible statement, but I heard it so often that I just, okay. You know, but do you know that when you say you hate yourself, what you're doing to your own consciousness, to your own awareness, to the life that you are? See, the moment you say that, why is that? Because you see, hate is the opposite of love, right? Just like fear. Hate is very, very attractive. Why is it attractive? Okay, let's say you love your husband, and then you find out he's been cheating on you, he's been laughing at you. You hate him, right? Right. So, okay, let's assume you're not awakened, so you have a lot of hate. So what happens when you hate? You can't stop thinking about him, because hate is attractive. Got it? Hate is very attractive. If you hate anything, it's on your mind. Because hate is total, just like fear is total, just like love is total. But you see, hate and fear are parts of love also. They're opposite, but they're all part of that oneness. So when you start hating yourself, or disliking yourself, or feeling ashamed, or feeling any guilt or whatever, you know, or discomfort with yourself, are you able to just take a deep breath and just say, it's all right. It is there because right now I need to look at it and move through it. And the moment you do that, things begin to happen inside you. That is a promise. That is a guarantee. Things begin to happen the moment you start forgiving yourself. You enter what is called the now. You see, when you start forgiving yourself. Don't confuse the now with the present, because the present, everything happens, past, future. Thoughts of the past, thoughts of the future happen in the present. But the now has no time. The now is a stillness, it's a silence, it's a being, you see. And the now is the true love. Now is true love. So true love starts with you. Do not say that I am love with him, but I don't think I deserve it. You know, I've heard it said, people say that. I love him so much, but I'm not good enough for him. Wow. You see? We think so little of ourselves that we're literally incapable of love. So that kind of love is possessive love, is needy love. True love is total acceptance of self. And so the self itself we're talking about, we're not talking about the ego self. The ego self is totally, in this particular case, totally unimportant. What is important is the self that you are, capital S. Okay? The truth of you. And that truth of you cannot be other than love. It cannot be. Because you just stop for a moment, even in the midst of hate, in the midst of fear, in the midst of loneliness, you still crave love. You still want somebody to love you, to you see? But even though in your loneliness you're thinking about some mad, passionate love affair, because that's what the mind does, yet at that moment you won't give yourself the very love you seek so desperately from another. And that is the paradox. But if you do that, if you give yourself the love, even in the midst of pain, emotional pain, that is true love. You see? And that's why it is rare. Masters truly love themselves. But is it the ego they love? No, because they realize they are the essence itself. When you look at the sun, which is, in this particular case, we see it as the truth, you don't say, oh, it's separate from me, I am that. You see? And that's why sometimes in stillness meditation, when you truly understand the dynamics of meditation, can be so beautiful. Because meditation means I am so still. You can do it with open eyes, of course, meditation, you know. You don't have to sit like this either. You can do a walking meditation. But the meditation is that you become so much a part of what is that you forget yourself. The moment you forget yourself, you are your environment. You are the presence. You see? And there is no other. There is only you. You see? You understanding? That's oneness. So oneness starts with you. Okay? Did anybody write any questions? No. Okay. So